Hi, this is Chaz Palminteri, and if you're thinking about getting your eyes done, the only person to see is Dr. Rothman of LASIK of Nevada. I flew all the way from New York to be here, and Dr. Rothman did my eyes. And all I could say is, it's a miracle. I could see. You see Dr. Rothman of LASIK of Nevada.
From the Strip in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Pub Crawl, where each week we struggle to recall our adventures in and around Las Vegas, giving a unique perspective on the best places to tear it up in the entertainment capital of the world. Now, without further ado, here are your hosts, Alicia and David Ivey.
Hey there, and welcome to Pub Crawl, the best source of Vegas-y drinking goodness. I'm Alicia.
I'm David, and this week we have an absolute monumental adventure. Monumental. We're going to discuss 2 of the 3 days, because I don't remember the 3rd day. I actually do, but the first 2 days is all you need to know about.
It was a well-rounded weekend, too.
It was this weekend that we just had.
So we actually remember more than we usually remember.
First thing we do is welcome
the live studio audience.
Yay!
Also, welcome live chat room.
Chat room. They're like.
Spacebar.
If you want to get a hold of us, we are at pubcrawl at vegasvideonetwork.com, pubcrawl at vegasvideonetwork.com, Twitter, LV Locals. You can also search David Ivey. I've been tweeting. I have 2 Twitter accounts, and I'm trying to whittle them into one. I have the TrekCast one, which is TrekCast. Then I have the LV Locals one, which is LV Locals. But I haven't been focusing on the TrekCast one, so LV Locals got millions of followers, and TrekCast has like 50. So I think I'm just going to just use LV Locals for everything. So if you hear about Star Trek-y stuff, it's me.
Maybe you'll like it.
You maybe will. That's Twitter. The whole network's Vegas Video Network. iTunes, YouTube, the whole. You can find us everywhere you want to be, like
yes,
Visa.
You can leave us a message by clicking on that little button on the side.
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
I always forget about that. Look at
Start
that.
recording. Send us a voice message. We'd love to hear from you.
Today is the day after National Tequila Day. So guess what we're going to do?
That's right.
We're going to drink tequila. Now, we're also drinking tequila for another reason, which we'll explain somewhere in the middle of our adventure, that we're trying to be healthy. So we're trying not to do a lot of mixed drinks, a lot of beers, a lot of stuff. So we're going to just do a shot of tequila and be done with it. Go right to the source. You get the Vladimir Putin shot glass.
Nice.
There you go. That should last you. I think that's more than enough.
Yeah, we're not gonna actually shoot it. We're just gonna we'll be sipping on our
right,
tequila.
Right. You do have a drunk term, by the way?
I do. This week's drunk term is locked out of your mind.
Uh-oh.
And that pretty much means you're drunk. I like that.
Locked out of your mind.
You're locked out of your mind.
Which we were not. Well, in a way. Well, like I said, I'll explain in the adventure. The adventure got kind of strange, I think. Strange day. We had a look at Fear and Loathing, I think. So.
Oh, that day.
Yes.
The second day.
The second day. Well, without further ado, let's take a quick break and come back with the Pub Crawl.
Let's do it.
Oh, hi. I'm Kelly Clinton. That stuff. I wonder if Joan Rivers is watching. Oh, please. Oh, my God. Who cares? I don't have a different one. You know who watches this show? Wayne Newton.
You got that right, Kelly. I think you're absolutely beautiful and talented young lady. 5, 6, 9, 12. Talk a shit.
More camera time for me. Hey, I wonder if Cher's watching.
Oh, please. I have so many other things to do.
Woo! Hi, I'm Kelly Clinton. I'm the host of Talk Tales, and you're watching the Vegas Video Network. That was horrible.
Oh my God, did we tear it up this weekend? Again, that's why we're doing further explanation. It's a cocktail, right? A shot?
It is.
Oh, but we are drinking
Fine spirit.
Tavalo's tequila, Anejo,
Yes.
from Las Vegas, Nevada. Well, from Mexico, but bottled and sold and
Distributed
right from here. Some good friends of ours. And it's good stuff. People say they have sugar in it. We know for a fact they don't. It just happens
It's just
to be
naturally smooth.
Oh my God. So there's this little thing called house seats that is not sponsoring the show, which should. What it is, you pay $80 a year, and you get free tickets to stuff when they come up. Now, there's a set. Now, if people have thought about it, and I heard about this years ago, and I never had the balls to do it. What it is I was afraid, well, what's going to be available? And you go to the website, you pay your $80. We did it on a 2-year for one, so we got 2 years.
Yeah, it was like a deal.
But you think two of us, $80 a piece, that's what, $400? Kidding. That's $160, right? And then, but you go to the website and it's all a bunch of shows you don't want to see. No offense, but I don't want to see divas. I don't want to see, the.
Hey, I like divas.
It's all a bunch of the like, Gordy Brown and not Gordy or whatever. It's just a bunch of.
Or just like some one-off,
It's the ones you can always go to, and those are always available.
Comedy Grandma was one. I don't know.
Oh yeah, those kind of things. Nonsense. All those ones defending the caveman. Those are always available. You can go anytime. Just click and you can go. But every once in a while, Blue Man comes up. Just like a major show will happen. Mm-hmm. On Friday,
That's where we saw our Weird Al.
Weird Al Yankovic came up. Exactly. Like every once in a while, that'll happen. So Friday, I was using this little add-on for my Firefox browser that Ira hipped us to.
Yes. That
alerts me if a website changes. So I do it on House Seats. So I'm working away, and I went, bling, there's a change on House Seats. I go over to House Seats, and Jabberwockies was up. I'm kind of here and there on Jabberwockies. We'll explain. I wrote you, hey, do you want to see Jabberwockies? Let me know. It's tonight at 7. This is Friday. So tonight at 7, that's rough. We get off
work. That's an early start for us, so we've got to run
home
from work real quick.
We get off work at 5. We got to get home, get showered, get changed, and be there by at least 6:30, right? Mm-hmm. So we did. Let's do them. We got them. So with House Seats, all you got to do is go to the concierge, pick up your tickets. Little time to kill. So, hey, let's go to that steakhouse. Because the one thing I'll say about Monte Carlo, we head to Monte Carlo, that's where this was. They moved the Jabberwockies out to a tent out in the back, which is a nice tent, though.
Because they're moving Blue Man.
Blue Man's coming in.
The theater right now.
Right. Blue Man's leaving Venetian and going into the big theater. So Jabberwockies is out in the tent. One thing about Monte Carlo is they do not want you leaving that property. I'm going to say whoever runs the Monte Carlo is the smartest, most marketing-minded person in Las Vegas. You walk
maybe between them and New York.
Yeah, the same. It's all in
Pretty good.
GM. Yeah, but that place, as soon as you walk in, there's some smoking hot little chick with this little outfit on, handing you free drinks at this bar, free drinks at that bar. Here's a wristband for the club later. Stay.
Free drinks for ladies. Like everywhere you go, it's free drinks for ladies.
Yeah.
Or two for one drinks.
They really don't want you leaving that property. I think it's brilliant. So we got 2-for-1 drinks at Brand Steakhouse. So before Jabberwockies, that's not for another 40 minutes. Let's go to Brand Steakhouse. So we go to Brand Steakhouse, which we've been to before. They got a great happy hour. We got in kind of a little without problem, but it was.
So their happy hours every day from 5 to 7, and it's $5 drinks, so well drinks or wine.
We had a 2-for-1, so we said, could we get 2 martinis?
So we were going to use the 2-for-1s first, and then use happy hour.
Either way, he made us our martinis and came back and said, I'm not really supposed to do that. And that is something we do know. On all the 2-for-1 deals or half-price drinks, martinis are never included.
It should be a mixed.
Yeah, it'll never be included. We knew that. We just tried it, and it worked, but he said, I can't do it again. We're like, okay, that's great. He was a really cool bartender, but because they don't want to give you 3 shots for free. That's kind of rough. So got a drink. Oh, crap, the show starts in 10 minutes. So we grab a martini.
Run.
We tried to run, but it turns out Brand doesn't belong to Monte Carlo, so they can't take a glass. So they put it in plastic. We run out to the Jabberwockies. 105 degrees outside, beautiful, out in the back of Monte Carlo. Go into this huge tent. Jabberwockies. It's hip-hop dancing.
If you like those like talent shows or dance shows, it's pretty awesome. And I thought it was really entertaining. I don't think I would pay to see it.
It's not our thing.
Or I would probably pay half. Yeah. I don't know. It's a lot of dancing. It's pretty cool. There was definitely... I don't know. It was entertaining. And I'm going to give them credit.
They give you your money's worth. They really do.
These guys are working their butts off.
Yeah, people liked it. people that were there for them loved it. I was like, it's.
And they did the whole thing. They did like the crowd warm up where they grab random people from the audience and make them dance for everybody. And
it's like Blue Man meets Cirque du Soleil, but like
on a budget.
Kind of. I don't want to say the ghetto version, but kind of the ghetto version.
I would just say.
Yeah, well, I mean not ghetto, but kind of the low income version. But it was great. I mean, it was for a free show, killer. I loved it. So, so if I had to pay, I wouldn't be too pleased. But whatever.
I know lots of people who would love to see it.
Oh, we know lots of people who would. Yeah. Anyway, who cares? We left that. It was free. Fantastic. Hey, we're at Monte Carlo. Let's go to our favorite place ever, which is Diablo's at Monte Carlo. We love Diablo's. But we know better than to go there not happy hour. And the happy hour gods kicked us in the crotch. Because we've always called the place a souse trap, which is a drunk term for once the happy hour's over, get the heck out of there because they're going to start charging you triple. We got 2-for-1 drink tickets from one of the hot chicks walking through. 2-for-1 drinks at Diablo's. Killer, let's go to Diablo's. We go to Diablo's. We actually, oddly enough, got seats right at the bar.
We were trying to work the deal again, but we did it wrong.
We blew it.
We blew it. It wasn't their fault.
We blew it because we said 2 shots of tequila, please. That would be 2-for-1. And then we said 2 Diet Cokes. And that's what blew it.
Right, so they pretty much like charged us. I don't even look at the.
He first said that's $29.
Like what?
And I said, well, no, we have these 2-for-1s.
He's like, okay, and then he knocked a couple bucks off.
$18.
Yeah, how much were those?
Okay, let's do the math, ladies and gentlemen. That's 2 shots, 2 Diet Cokes, 2-for-1. So that's 1 shot, 1 Diet Coke, $18. How is that even possible? But that's what they charged us.
It's possible.
And we have a really cool guy there named Darren who was like, hey, if you got one of those tickets, we can, like we do. And so he's like, because he looked at the bill and probably thought there's no way they did the ticket. We did. That was 2-for-1 at $18. So I'm thinking the Coke was $5.
So word of the wise, just order if you want a mix, a well drink. Just order.
I would say don't go there not on happy hour.
Or don't order them separately.
Yeah, because that $18 for 1, we got 2-for-1.
Yeah.
So even if we go to 18 for 2, it's still $2.
But we got a deal at Brand. We didn't get a deal at Diablo's, so yeah.
So we go. Let's get the heck out of here.
Live and learn.
Yes. So we love Diablo's, but just go during the day. Don't go on a Friday night. So somewhere we don't do a lot of clubs, as you know. We thought, you know what? Let's go over to Cat House. That's that club. It's been there forever at the Luxor. Used to be a restaurant. Simon owned it. It was Simon, Chef Simon,
a couple years
Carrie
ago.
Simon. Yeah, it was his place. They took the restaurant out. Now it's just a club and a cocktail lounge. Let's go there. Funny enough, though, another MGM property. As soon as we walk in, we just walked from Monte Carlo through New York, through Excalibur into Luxor on little people movers.
There's another cute chick standing there saying,
hey,
2-for-1. 2-for-1, and ladies get a little wristband when you go in. It's a
free champagne.
Free champagne. And even if you can't drink the champagne, they'll mix it with orange juice.
But anyway, so we go in. I got to say, this place is gorgeous.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It looks like an old brothel. That's the look it has.
It's worth going in just to look at the decor. It's
yeah,
really,
the only
really
problem
gorgeous.
is it has the club crowd in there, but not. Okay.
Well, we're not clubby people. Though.
I'm gonna dispel a myth right here and right now. I think that what people think the crowd is at a club is not what you think it is. It's not.
It's not like on the commercials?
No. That's what we all think it is. We all think we're going to go to this club. Now, we have been out in front of the bank, I think. The bank was at Bellagio, and then there was the one at Trist at Wynn. But there was one, it's not the one at Wynn, it's the one at Encore. Excess, okay. Now, we have walked out the line of that and saw that was the beautiful people.
And
we
you
were
can
like,
tell from the lineup, but this was also, how late was this? I don't remember the time we were there.
Well, it was late. It was midnight.
Which isn't, well.
You know. Anyway, the real people that go to clubs aren't.
They're just regular people.
Let's call them regular people. That's a great term for them. They're regular people. With all the flaws and bad chosen outfits that regular people do. They're not. But what I'm saying is don't be intimidated. Go. If you're like, oh, they're all going to be pretty. No. Trust me. They're not all going to be pretty at all. But one thing this place had that I thought was the most killer thing any bar could possibly have is a photo booth. The reason photo booths are awesome, say you were a cheapskate and brought in your own bottle of vodka. like someone I know did. Us. That way you can order Diet Coke, go in the photo booth, and make your drink. We hit that photo booth several times. That was brilliant. I thought that was one of our smartest moves. Because you got free champagne, but you like champagne as much as I like champagne, which is not
I had
at all.
one glass, and I was like, eh.
How much champagne could you drink all night without getting the most massive
Yeah, I
hangover?
don't want a hangover, so.
So the music was loud. It wasn't bad. It was beautiful. The people were having a great time.
And it's big in there. There's like 2 different
Two
rooms you can go
rooms.
into.
The lounge area is better. They got a pool. They got a couple pool tables. It's all really good. There's all this vintage porn all over the place. When I say vintage, I mean from like the 20s. So there's actually like an ankle, you know, that kind of. When I say porn, it
Oh,
sounds
no,
bad.
it's like, well, topless ladies.
Yeah, but
But very, like,
beautiful.
oldie time ladies, so.
So that's what was, and so we had a good time. That was a great Friday night. That was just Friday. Then we had to walk all the way back to the car, and so it took hours to get back. I think we stopped at Rerun. We did a couple things, but those are the major ones. So on Friday, Jabberwockies, go if it's free, or if you love hip-hop dancing, I should say.
Or dance. I mean, they're great dancers.
They are. They could do a little more, I think, a little more acrobatics with it. Cool. They don't do a lot of, like, flips and stuff. Like.
Oh, they had to keep their stamina up all night. The show was how long?
Oh,
An hour
okay.
and 45 minutes.
So Jabberwockies, I give a 6.
I'll give it a 7.
Okay. Diablos After Dark, I give a 2.
We were done, though.
During happy hour, I give it a 9. I love that place. Brand Steakhouse, we could have went in there and drank for free all night.
Yeah.
Which we probably should have. Cat House, I liked. I would go to Cat House. I wouldn't go to Cat House again like tomorrow. But if someone said, I want to go to Cat House, I'd go with
Or
them.
if you got some friends in town or you're visiting, just go stop in there and get your free champagne.
So that was, so then went to bed. Saturday rolls around. We're like, you know, and then crack of 10, let's go do something. And every time I say, what do you want to do? Alicia has the same exact answer every day. Let's go see Popovich. Well, we still haven't done. And if you don't know who Popovich is, that's the guy that has the dog and cat show during the afternoons at.
Right, and they never had his shows on house seats. So I actually had to buy a Groupon for that.
Yeah, we had a Groupon for that. So we actually have tickets to
waiting
Popovich.
for me.
But I'm like, please, let's not go to Popovich.
Oh, cat training isn't your thing?
No, even though I'm sure it's great. I'm sure, and I want to go, and I'm sure we're going to love it. But the one of us remembered Da Vinci's in town. Now, if you don't know who Da Vinci is, he's this guy, I don't know, called Leonardo da Vinci, and it's this big exhibit at the Venetian called Da Vinci the Genius. So we thought, well, let's go. We love the Venetian. We love Palazzo. Let's go down there. We'll start
Check
there.
it out. It's actually, this whole tour is like going around the world, I think, right now. It's pretty
massive.
huge.
This tour is, it's going to every major city in the world. It's unbelievable. So anyway, we go to that. Well,
And now I know why.
Well, we'll start at the top. So we go to the Venetian. It's Carnival. Is that how you say it?
Carnival, you were correct.
Carnival. Carnival is like more South America. I think it's Carnival.
Carnival?
Yeah.
Aw, sounds boring.
Well, okay. Anyway, it's Carnival. So the first thing we do when we go into the Venetian is let's go to Public House and get a beer. So we go into Public House, which is, if you like $12 beers, like I like $12 beers.
Hey, I like those cask ales. I just can't find those anywhere else.
I know you can't.
I don't think there's actually any other place in town that has them.
It's the best beer in Las Vegas.
Although there might.
It's the best beer selection. I know there's the little local hero joints, Aces and Ales. Money Place is awesome. But as far as you're going to get.
Well, if you want to get, pay twice the amount, but be in a strip property, that's.
Right, and you're going to get cask ales. And at Monte Carlo, the pub has the really good beers too. They have the Trappist Monk beers for $5,000. There's places you could go. This is one of them. I discovered something I'll mention on the little tip of the week later that I found there.
Yes.
But so we went there, had a couple beers. I tried a Chimay finally.
What'd you think?
Well, I learned that I like Belgian style beer. Chimay I thought was okay. There's other Belgians. I like Left better, I think. But anyway.
Chimay is always the one that's like
Chimay's always too
way
expensive.
overpriced.
I know, it's so expensive. We had a couple beers. Let's go see Da Vinci. So we go down to it's weird, it's where the Guggenheim used to be. Which, by the way, if we can just go back, 5 years?
6 years?
Oh yeah, we didn't live here. 8 years? Anyway, the Guggenheim.
Long time ago.
Well, the Guggenheim used to be in the Venetian. The Guggenheim Museum. One of the early first things they ever had there, you and I went to when we were just visiting, was the Masters, was called. And you walked into there, and it was like $50, and you go in, and it was 200 paintings. And I'm not kidding, it was Titian and
It
Rubens.
was like everybody, and it was the most breathtaking.
I
gorgeous thing.
literally, it changed my life. I'm a commercial artist, and I've always been kind of an artist. I've never been much of a fine art fan. I didn't do a lot. You did a lot of art history and stuff. I never really did. But when you're staring 4 feet from a Titian, a real one, it literally was a religious experience. I was moved beyond. I couldn't believe what I was looking at. And not to mention you're in Vegas, which is such a weird place for this to happen. But it was like, oh my God. So I always have a fond memory of that place. It's right by the front lobby. It's the whole front of the Venetian. So now it was Da Vinci. I thought, that's going to be as good. Well, it wasn't quite as good.
Well, it wasn't what we thought it would be, and I don't really know what we thought.
I don't know what I was expecting that again, I guess.
So the exhibit was really nice.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It was based on a lot of his drawings, his
It's
sketches.
all of his engineering stuff. It's really not much about his painting so much. It's all about, it's called Da Vinci the Genius, and it has his helicopter. But what they did was painstakingly, down to the most minute detail, recreated all of those drawings into, they made them, they built them.
Yeah, models, and some you can touch them and interact
But I
with.
mean,
Other ones you
full-size
can't.
model. Like the helicopter's huge. I mean, and the scuba suit is enormous, and the paddles and all this stuff he drew, they built it in there. Really kind of cool, I guess.
It's an engineer's dream to go there.
Oh,
I'm
if you're an
sure, 'cause,
engineer, yeah, or if into engineering at all, it would probably, rock your boat. I was kind of like, as I normally do at museums, like act like I'm reading the sign so you don't think I'm an idiot, and then walk to the next one.
I was paying attention. I was watching. Is he reading? Is he?
Yeah,
and I asked that.
I look at the sign and go, I stood here long enough. All right, move the next sign.
You dork. You really didn't read?
No, I don't. It's like, and the one they had, the 8-sided glass room was cool. Da Vinci theorized that if he was looking at 2 mirrors and you see yourself in front and back and you have infinite versions of yourself, he theorized if you did that 8 times, you'd see yourself from every angle an infinite number of times. So they built it. So now there's this room about as big as this area right
mirror
here,
box.
and it's an octagon that you stand in and you close the mirrored door. So it's just mirrors all around you in this octagon shape, which every house should have, because that would absolutely influence your wardrobe
should I
choices.
have those nachos?
Yeah, I mean, oh my God, it will influence your fashion
But
choices.
of course, you will have those nachos.
Because you're seeing not just that angle, you're seeing this angle and that angle and that angle and that. I mean, every possible angle, every back fat, every neck roll, every possible bad fashion choice you've ever made, every hair out of place, every zit on the back of your ear. Like, okay, this room sucks. This is like the worst room in town. Get me out of here. So ran out of there. Go around the corner, getting out of the engineer stuff, the Mona Lisa room.
Yes, then it's the art room.
But it was only 2 paintings.
Yeah.
But they did the Mona Lisa room. We have a couple pictures of this. Now you got to make it black, dark. It's all about this guy who took. Okay, hold that for a second. What that is the far left picture, on the furthest one away, is what the colors should have looked like when he painted it. The one next to that one is what it looks like now. And then there's all these like infrared, black and white highlighted. What happened was they hired some guy with a special camera at 14 million pixels an inch or whatever, photographed the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, took it out of the frame
And everything,
display.
and photographed the front and back of it, and at the most insane resolution that's ever been filmed. And they had his print there, hanging, and the Mona Lisa's only like this big. It's
pretty
like
small.
maybe, yeah, it's not very big. It's and they had it sitting there, and it looks like a painting, but because it's at 4 trillion pixels an inch or whatever. And those were like what he's done with the spectrum and all this stuff.
Yeah, so this whole area is pretty cool. They did studies on, her smile and her eyes and
Oh yeah, and they blew up her eye to like this big because it's this incredible resolution, so you could see like the minute detail. Did she have lashes? Because they're gone now. They theorized that she did.
Yeah, they
It's just
that.
that the paint he used, they're gone. Same with the eyebrows. And they blew it up really huge. We got another picture of you standing next to like the big, like I mean, look at the size of that thing. And that's at like super high res. So you could like almost walk into that painting. So that room was killer, I gotta say. And then when the next room was all Last Supper picture with stuff too, which also was fascinating. Way more fascinating than the like it's the catapult thing that, whatever. It's got the
Yeah,
ropes.
so if you're looking more for art, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was great. Anyway, we got some culture. We had some fine beer.
Because we're so cultured.
Right, we had some culture. Then we walked outside. It was carnival, by the way, at Venetian. So there's all this stuff going on. There's
I'm not sure how long it's going on.
I don't know. There's like parades going through
For
there
weeks.
with people with the masks and the big outfits and stuff. And then, okay, now we go out front. It's 115. It had just rained because I mean we had been inside all day. So we go outside. There's clouds are hanging low around the strip. It's always so beautiful. And then there's these 3 blonde, hot twins.
Triplets,
sorry. 3 twins. No, there's 3. It's a triplet, right? It's twins, but there's 3 of them.
Twins.
And they play violin. And I took some video.
That would be pretty cool.
Look, this is out in front of the Venetian, by the way. This is how our day was going. Check this out. I mean, this is how awesome. Oh, so then we just walk out into that. And we're like, this is great. There's hundreds of people out there. Everybody's dancing. It's hot. It's sticky. It's sweaty. And now what we didn't tell you, we started about this time to feel a little peckish. So actually, the truth be known, we're on this, like, we're trying to lose weight. Right, we're like, okay, we're gaining weight here and there.
I think they know by now what we're kind of crazy. Like we go nuts all weekend,
Right.
and then we starve ourselves.
So what we made a pact last week that we were not going to eat out for a week. 1 solid week, 7 days without eating out. Now you got to understand, living here in Vegas,
it's
eat
really
out.
hard.
We eat out probably 4 or 5 times a week, probably, right? Easy.
Yeah.
If you can, every taco, every nachos, every pizza, we go out 5 times a week. So we're like, okay.
We just enjoy being out.
I know, we love being out. So we still went out, but we couldn't eat. Okay, so now we have to either eat before we leave, which is fine on weekdays, because you come home, have dinner, then go out, hit happy hour, come back, you're fine. Weekends, what do? We've been out all day and haven't eaten yet.
So we have to pack a lunch?
Yes. Okay, so, and not to mention, I'm in the middle of getting this big physical done. My semi-decade physical. So I got to give blood. So I'm going to give blood. They're going to check my blood. So I can't have red meat.
No, that's not why.
Well, all right. All right. Well, I gave blood. I got to give a stool sample.
Right.
And you can't eat red meat. So, or vitamin C.
Because it might show up in your sample and give you like a false
cancer reading or whatever,
Right.
or blood reading or whatever. So I can't have red meat, which kills me. So normally what we take as snacks is there's a place over on the strip called the Jerky Outlet. We go there and get beef jerky.
South Strip. It's a cool place. They've
Oh my
got
God.
elk and all sorts of stuff.
They have the best beef jerky in the world.
They have
We
the
go there
Eli
every week.
Eli jerky.
We go every week and get a pound of jerky. And we eat that as snacks all the time because it's really low in calories, great, high in protein. But now I can't eat it. So now what am I going to do? So we went there earlier that day and bought some turkey jerky for me, which isn't very good. But so now, okay, we've been out, we've had some beers.
Compared to beef.
We had a couple drinks, starting to get peckish. What do I got? You got a bag full of jerky, baby.
I was carrying a baggie full of meat around. So like
We're gnawing on-
starving and people are looking at us. I'm like, I got another piece of meat out of my purse. We feel like jerks.
So
but whatever.
So we're gnawing on jerky, and we go, hey, it's happy hour. So we go up to table 10. Now here's the best thing we did no, it's not the best thing, but one of the best things we did all weekend.
Oh my God.
So we go into table 10, which is Emerald's table 10.
Starving.
Table effing 10, right? Okay, by the way, we are starving when we walk in there. We can't eat, though. This is on day 5. We only got one more. No, it's day 6. We only got till Monday we can eat out again. We go in there, it's happy hour. We pulled off the best deal in the world. We go into table 10.
Oh, we were like a minute before happy hour was over, too.
We got 2 cocktails.
Awesome cocktails, like handcrafted. Actually, Max Solano
Right.
did the menu. They're doing it now because he's left.
Right,
table
but
10.
yeah, total rock star cocktails. 2 for 1. Checked in on Foursquare, got 2 sangrias for free, red one and a white one. So we had 4 drinks in there for $12.
Yeah, and at table 10, that's
killer. That's like $3 a piece. That's so good. So anyway,
That's
we
dive
leave
bar
there.
prices.
I'm looking at the clock, but we got to move. But so now we've had beers and heat and drinks and sangrias and haven't eaten. So now we got Daniel Tosh tickets at Mirage. So now we got to walk across the street to Mirage. By the time we get to Treasure Island or TI, I'm now completely afraid I'm gonna faint.
Oh, you actually had a term.
Oh, we had this low-end speedball because we drank coffee. I was feeling kind of tired. I'm like, I'm fading.
Because we're starving.
We're starving. So we stopped at one of those. We stopped at Joel Robuchon's coffee. Robuchon.
Robuchon.
Coffee.
Bouchon
coffee. Right. Bouchon coffee, which if you don't, it's hidden underneath an escalator at the Venetian. The best coffee ever.
I think the strongest coffee ever because we were like,
oh, we were freaking out. So now I'm actually getting kind of scared. I'm crying. I'm shaking. And I'm like, ugh. And I'm like, I'm so hungry and I'm drunk and I'm speedy. And I'm like, okay.
It's my low-end speedball.
This is so bad. It's low-end speedball. Because I'm like, okay, this is how John Belushi must have felt. But like on a low-end version, it's just coffee and booze. So we're really freaky. We get over to TI. I'm like, I can't deal. I'm like, I'm losing it. The turkey jerky just ain't cutting it. We go into the sundry store.
And we could have just stopped and ate something edible.
I know.
But we decided we made it pack. So we're like, okay, into the sundry store. And
we bought a banana.
I bought a banana and a little bag of almonds. And we split them. And we're like, and we split the banana in half because we're so cheap. But we can't.
We didn't get 2 bananas. We were like, bananas are fattening. Only get 1. They're fattening. So we had 1 banana, and we're both like eating off the same banana, like literally like monkeys.
With a bag of meat.
Like a bag of meat, a handful of nuts, and like sharing a banana.
And you dropped one. You dropped a nut. That was horrible.
Oh, I know. We're like, no. And like we're in the hallway at Treasure Island, and like we're shaking, and like people were like, oh my god. These people got to be on something. We're like, no, we're not. We're just not on food. And so we like, okay. I was really out of sorts. We go into we walk. We were so out of sorts. We took the tram to the Venetian. To Mirage, which we've never even been on that tram before. It's a tram that goes next door. We always thought, who goes on that? People in our state or who go on that. It was the hottest tram, no air conditioning, packed. It only goes 100 yards. And we're like, we get in that, we're like, just shaking and like, finally get into Daniel Tosh, sit down. He was incredible.
That was fun.
His opening guy was almost even better. That shouldn't start. It started at 11.
What was his name? Something.
I don't know.
Glass.
It was
Nick Glass.
Yeah,
he
was great. Daniel Tosh was great. We got out of there feeling good now. It's like midnight, 12:30. Now let's go hit the goth club over at the Copa Room. Jacob was out. He's like, what are you guys doing? We're like, go to the goth club. Now we feel good. So we went over there, which is right by our house anyway. So we went over that way, and the Copa Room, which is one of the best clubs in town. Went in there. It was packed. Scarlet. It was fun. Had a great time. 5 in the morning. We're like, all right, let's go to bed.
Calling it.
Yeah.
And we didn't even stop for pizza.
Nope. Next door, a bootlegger. We thought about it.
I know.
I know. It's like that was. It was rough, man. That was a heck of an adventure.
I decided, or have you agreed with me now? We're not doing that again?
No. We didn't go a full week. The next day, Sunday, we ate.
Yeah, we blew it.
Yeah, because we were supposed to wait till Monday. We couldn't. We're like, you know what?
Well, we still felt like crap from doing that, like just starving ourselves, and not good.
I'd take a quick break and come back with our last call.
Okay.
Yeah, we're way late.
You know, one of the things I like best about the Vegas Video Network are the people. There are no divas here. Everyone is exactly the same off camera as they are on.
Hey guys, what's cocktail of the week this week?
You know what? I'll let you know what it is when it's time for you to know what it is. Why don't you get off the stage and get back in your production hole? Oh my God. You know what? And tell cheap-ass Whitney to get us some decent brand liquor. This hobo off-ramp crap ain't cutting it. God, idiots.
Totally. Damn, it's hot in here.
It is hot in here. Well, you know what? We ate dinner.
Sweat rolling down your face.
Now we're all full. We had salmon and mushrooms.
What?
We ate salmon and mushrooms.
We did a while ago.
So I did learn something this weekend after all that. When we were in the public house. Better set this up. You know, this is the last call where I might tell you how to not get knocked up, knocked out, thrown out, thrown up, or thrown in jail in Las Vegas. Thrown out. Oh, I always say thrown up.
Yeah, you still did. I don't know why.
It's always past.
Which episode are we on? 87 now?
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
So, I was in public house, and beer is daunting. And we made a pact, another pact we made, but I think about the first year.
We're
like,
pact
you know what?
makers.
But this was a good pact. Let's start drinking beer. I don't want to drink. The first thing was, I thought, I'm old enough, I'm going to start drinking wine. Then I thought, F that, I'm going to start drinking beer, because there's just as many fine beers, and and I think I like it better. Funny thing about beer is if you don't like it, you drink some of it, you end up liking it. So now we're really sold on it. But where do you start? What do you like? So I was at Public House, and I'm like, you know what? All these beers I'm trying. We were at the Freaking Frog, we were at this, and all these beer pubs. Like, I'm going to start writing them down. Oh, there's an app. Oh, my God. There's like 50 apps. I'm trying Pintly right now, Pintley.
I've tried Beer Profit before, and
That
I
was
thought
terrible.
it was good. It wasn't. I couldn't find anything.
That ended up being a dead end. But Pintly, I'm going to try it. I'll let you know. I'll keep you abreast on how it's doing. But what you do is you enter what you've had, what you thought of it, and it will kind of learns from your thing and suggests what you would like from there. Then if you'd like it or not, you rate it, in pints and how many, if it's a 5-pint or a 3-pint. And it kind of it sends you on a beer path. I think it's cool, especially when you're at a place like Public House or the Pub at Monte Carlo or Aces and Ales or Money Place or any of these places that have 500 beers. Try whatever, and you can go, hey, do you guys have? And they probably do. Do you have?
Or
whatever.
do something like this. But then you can, if you find a good beer you like, just type it in there and you can remember it.
Right. What was that? Your Nest one.
Oh, Hitachino Nest.
Hitachino Nest. Oh my Lord, it's like the best beer ever. And you put that in there, and it'll say, oh, if you like that, try it. It's really cool. So I'm trying that now. That's our problem. But that led to us gaining weight, which led to us not being able to eat. It's all one big thing. Let's start drinking more beer. More beer equals more calories.
More beer, yeah.
Right, and then it's like, okay, now we're getting too much space. So now what do we do? Well, let's not stop drinking beer. Let's just eat less. But that doesn't work. So
that's healthy.
Ended up having stool samples, no red meat because I'm feeling sick, and it's all a big vicious circle here in Las Vegas. The good news is, I did blood work probably the month before I moved here 4 years ago. So I'm going to get it done now. You ever watch like Supersizers? We've kind of done a 4-year experiment in Vegas.
I'm going to see what happened to David's liver.
Yeah, in 4 years. I'm going to see what happened to it. I'm going to see what happened to everything. My electrolytes and my stool. So, anyway.
Ugh.
That's that.
So anyway, thank you, live studio audience.
The hot live studio audience. It's hot in here.
Sweaty. And thanks, as always, to the live chat room.
If you want to get a hold of us, pubcrawl at vegasvideonetwork.com, pubcrawl at vegasvideonetwork.com. Twitter, we are the LV Locals. The network is Vegas Video Network. iTunes, YouTube, Roku. Type us in on Roku. You can see us in high def. KSHP 1400 AM. I've been listening to that normally. Like it's like sometimes they'll play like hours of just commercials on restaurants and bars in town, so you can like learn stuff. Like, wow, that's really cool.
But the best time to listen is Saturday.
Right, when we're on. And Saturday afternoons. And what else? We do urge you to drink responsibly, as we're doing. Put a coffee in there every once in a while. And remember, we may leave stuff out, which we left a whole couple days out, but we do not make anything up. Until next week, cheers.